Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Respected brothers and sisters, SalamPlus is a new bespoke learning platform which aims to deliver training on key topics related to political philosophy, social sciences, comparative religions and related topics from Islamic theology.
This is anything but a traditional madrasa type program. We aim to bring forward Islamic themes with qualified subject-specific specialists.
The content we provide will be academically reviewed and is facilitated for students learning as best as possible.
From that, our students will be able to make arguments using cutting-edge research and battle-tested argumentation.
And best of all for us, the service is completely free of charge for you to use as a gesture of goodwill. Why? Because you believed in Salam Initiative and now Salam Initiative believes in you. So you have no excuse but to enroll today and start your journey of knowledge.
Nothing can compare to you, giving, loving, merciful Lord, all praises due.
This is how some of our youth feel. Researchers show that over 100,000 Muslims leave Islam every single year. Our youth are full of doubts and nobody's answering their questions. And this is not only the problem. The majority of our youth are not even praying their 5 daily salah, brothers and sisters. But there is good news. We at Salam are changing this. There have been countless youth who have had their questions answered from us and stayed Muslim. You heard that right, stayed a Muslim. We are reaching them through our videos online, regular podcasts and our presence on social media, through which we reach over, wait for it, 2 to 3 million people every single month. Yes, you did not hear it wrongly. Yes, million people a month, 2 to 3 million. But here's the sad news. We are running out of funds. All our work is going to stop unless people like you watching this video will help us. This Ramadan, you can save Salam and those youngsters and also start sharing in the reward of Islam being spread to over 2 million people per month. Your donations can get you a share in a reward of people starting to pray their salah, debates and discussions around the world with prominent figures, thousands of Muslims learning from our free online learning platform, and people embracing Islam, and inshallah people who are on the verge of leaving the deen come back. The Prophet ﷺ said that charity does not decrease your wealth, and wallahi it would never decrease your wealth. So I just ask 1,500 of my dear Muslim brothers and sisters to just give £100 or more if you can help us continue this amazing work and reap those rewards for years to come, inshallah. This is not a donation or a charity, but an investment for your hereafter. So click the button and donate now, and if you share this video and it goes viral, inshallah you will get the reward and have a part in reaching our target.
To them from God, like who cares?
Do you know Scholars for Dollars, innit? I talked to one of my friends recently and he said Scholars for Dollars.
That's what it is.
And that's what it is. There's no... And
There should be no money in dawah.
And
That's
I
all
said
I'm
to
gonna
him,
say.
what do you mean Scholars for Dollars? And he said, well, you do all that. People who do that type of thing and
Make money from it.
They have so much pride. And it's funny because apparently I'm the one who has so much pride. Oh yeah, so much pride, so arrogant. I'm not at all. I'm just like, yeah, whatever, man. Just go do your own thing. Fuck off. Leave me alone.
It's so funny because all of these scholars or the internet dawah guys, they want to bang on about religion, blah blah blah, and they want to call people out for the sake of the youth and the ummah. Oh.
It's not.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How you guys doing? Now, this is the second bit of this is the second video I'm doing now. The video response that I did of Sid and Dina talking to her about forgiveness, and the first video I did, if you haven't watched it, you should watch it. It's about basically Sid and Dina felt very offended the fact that, you know, we came out and we refuted them on certain points, and we're saying that, look, as brothers, we don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. We really don't want to do that, and we all love each other for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, inshallah, and we can all forgive each other for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, inshallah. And you know, if I came across as very harsh in any of my presentations in the past to Muslims in particular, I'm not trying to say that non-Muslims don't have any rights to mercy, because the Quran says وَقُولُوا لِلنَّاسِ حُسْنًا, and say to all people good things. The Prophet Muhammad says إِرْحَمُوا مَنْ فِي الْأَرْضِ يَرْحَمُكُمْ مَنْ فِي السَّمَاءِ. You know, be merciful to all those on the earth, and the one in the heaven will be merciful to you. So but what I'm saying is particular because we have like a brotherhood and a sisterhood, right? And I don't consider you non-Muslims, both of you Sid and Dina, so I do consider you Muslims. But there was something that you said in your kind of 10-minute presentation that you, or the 10-minute part of the video when you're responding to us, which actually was quite, I would say, unfair. And the reason why it's unfair is because unfounded. So basically, they referred to us at one point as scholars for dollars. Now the thing is, who's the scholars for dollars? Me and Ali Dawah. Like, point number one, yeah? Look at our bank accounts, both of us. Ali Dawah's in debt, and I've got £316 in my bank account, yeah? Bear in mind, I've got 3 kids. Now, the thing is, I was working full-time in a school as a secondary school teacher in history, teaching history. And then I was fired after May the 6th. And it's on a public record, actually. You can research it. It's on a public record. I got fired after the Freedom March and whatever. And I got attacked by the EDL and stuff like that. And then I became a controversial figure. And you could say it's a I could argue it was a discriminatory, what do you call it, firing. And that is my argument. And so on. And obviously taking it to court and stuff. But that's something aside the point. The point I'm making to you is, I was working full time trying to fund the dawah through my work, right? And Ali continues to do. And right now I'm scrapping around doing part-time things here and there. What scholars for dollars are we talking about? At one point she said, so we are not wealthy. Yeah, we are not wealthy. No one in the organization is wealthy. In fact, we are all working class. The only thing I own, and the only thing I own is actually this phone, and my clothes, and also my laptop. These are 3 things I own, and books. These are 4 things I own, actually, yeah. Apart from that, I actually don't own anything. What do I own? Everything else is either rented or hired or something like that. I don't own anything. My clothes, actually, most of it is given to me as a gift. This phone was given to me as a gift. This watch was given to me as a gift by brother Khairul Alam. He knows who we're talking about. The brother in Malaysia gave me this gift because my other phone, got lost. Do you know what I'm trying to say? My shoes, most of them are given to me as gifts. So, you know what I'm trying to say? It's not like I'm unqualified. I've been spending a lot of time. When I was doing my first master's degree, I had to work at 2 jobs in order to fund that master's degree. Yeah, so I was working hard, which is the master's degree in history. Do you get it? So I've always had to work hard in order to pay for whatever it is I had to pay for. And bear in mind, I've got 3 kids as well. So that's me. Ali Dawah was working Uber. Do you get it? I mean, I dare anyone to try and find anything on my account. I've got £316 in my account. So don't make it out to be I'm a scholar for dollar. What money have I got? Everyone knows where I live and what my situation is, my living situation. So it's not, I live in central, northwest London, yeah? Northwest London, near central. So if I live in northwest London and the estate that I live in is an estate, people know who I am in that estate. People know what kind of person I am and what I grew up in and everything. It's not going to be an easy case for you to make that we're scholars for dollars. Everyone knows that Ali Dawah lives in North London and this situation with him and he's in debt and whatever and working Uber. And so here's the thing, yeah? She said something really, I would say, unfair and unfounded. Once again, she said that dawah shouldn't be for money. How are you going to be funded then? The Quran actually says, the Quran refutes you, in fact, because, sorry to say, the Quran says, in Surah At-Tawbah, once again, because in the first video we talked about Surah At-Tawbah as well, it says, إِنَّمَا الصَّدَقَاتُ لِلْمَسَاكِينِ. It says, إِنَّمَا الصَّدَقَاتُ, and it says 8 categories of people. The sadaqat, in this verse, is zakat, by the way, by unanimous consensus of the scholars. إِنَّمَا الصَّدَقَاتُ, and then it says 8 categories of people. One of them is, وَفِي سَبِيلِ اللَّهِ, and in fi sabilillah. And if you look at the exegesis, you'll find that the scholars are saying, and this is a legitimate opinion among the scholars, that they say this is da'wah organization. So not only is sadaqah, we're not even just talking about sadaqah being for da'wah, we're talking about zakat. Zakat, that you're a pillar of Islam. You pay for da'wah because it brings people to Islam and it keeps people in Islam. So people like us, we're working class people, unemployable, being kicked out of our jobs and whatever. And it's not easy by the way, just to be very clear, for someone who does da'wah, where their public opinions are very plastered all over the social media, you're not an easily employable person after that. You're making a sacrifice by doing that. Yeah. So someone who does that, who comes out and does that, we do that so you don't have to do that. Do you get it? Not everyone has to do that. Not everyone can live like that. Do you get it? We do that. We put ourselves in that position where there's a high degree of unemployability, where we have to scrap around for money. To be honest with you, that's how it is. Yeah, we're working class people at the end of the day, working in living brought up in the States. We do that, so people like you don't have to do that, Dina, and people like your husband doesn't have to do that. And I don't know why you're talking about money. I'm sorry to say, but if we look at compare my bank account with your bank account, and we'll see who's the scholars for dollars, or who's getting the dollars, right? It's clear. who's getting dollars and who's not getting dollars, right? That's one point. So as an organization, so we established an organization called Salam. This organization that we established, okay, obviously, we have to have money to do things. We published 3 books. Two books have been published already. One of them is going to be coming out. Books, actual books, and you can. One of my books is called Kalam Cosmological Argument, which is actually now a bestseller in what do you call it? The atheist and agnostic section. We published that. That was 6 months of research. 6 months. You have a book that was actually reviewed. Was reviewed by academics and universities. Why? Because we have to work hard in order to get the best kind of research out there for the Muslims. Sheikh Muhammad Uthman published a book. It's going to come out next week, going to be promoted. It's a book about women's rights in Islam. It's a very important topic, and he's a theologian. But he, once again, has to scrap around for money, and we have to ask around because dawah doesn't have any money as an industry. I went all the way to Malaysia, and I saw the biggest da'iyah in the world, yeah? The biggest da'iyah in the world is Zakir Naik. If you look in Google Trends or anything, you'll find it. Put his name. He is the #1 name in terms of publicity. And I sat with him in his house in Malaysia, okay, which is a flat. It's an apartment flat, which is very, very humble. Yeah, it's a very humble place. You wouldn't expect someone with such a reach to have live in such a situation. And his people were telling me that when he lived in India, he lived in a very humble accommodation. So why are you smearing the dawah like that, man? I mean, I don't think that's fair. I don't think that's substantiated. I don't think that's good of you to do that, to be honest with you. We have to assume the best, but at the same time, we have to be fair. So we publish books. It's no secret that we've been to 7 different countries. And do you think we get paid for going to these? Do you think we get, for example, I get paid when I go and do a debate? I've done 3 debates in the last 7 months or 8 months, yeah? Do you think I got paid when I debated David Wood? Or when I debated Edward Tabash, or when I debated these guys in Oxford University? I didn't get paid. They didn't give me payments for that. Do you get it? We have to make our own investments for that kind of thing. We don't get paid for that. You know, I'm not even asking for payments. I'm a very cheap guy, like in that sense. We're easy, guys. Listen to this. Me and Ali Dawa, about a year ago, we went to about 30 universities in 20 to 30 universities in the UK. And you can go and ask them, yeah? Did we ask you for money? We're the only speakers that didn't even ask them for money. We went there for free. The ISOCs, we had, alhamdulillah, good turnouts, but we were paying what money? We want to provide services for free for the Muslim community so that Muslim youth can benefit, keep away from kufr, which is disbelief, which is the worst thing according to us Muslims, and be Muslim and be proud of their Muslim identity. So Sid and Dina, you know, we have to be honest and fair. What you're saying there is not honest and is not fair. Moreover, we've started a whole thing called SalamPlus. SalamPlus is an online learning platform. It's free. It's free of charge. We have people like Hamza Tzortzis coming in. I've done a whole series on it. It's not finished yet. It's complete. It's going to be completed. We've established teams, dawah teams in different countries. Sid and Dina. Do you get it? We went to California. We saw that the Muslim community needed our help in California. We established a team there. We've got a team there now. That's where the money is going. Money's going in New York. Well, we've established a team there. You know what I'm saying? If they need things, we send them money. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Money goes into those things, those projects that keep Muslims away from kufr and disbelief. And you're telling me that this is scholars for dollars. How comes we don't see any of the money? How much money have I seen from the money that... What are you talking about? What are you talking? Honestly, this is a charge. It's a charge. So I would say that with something like that, you need to be careful because people can see the lies behind that kind of thing. You can't just make a statement. Yeah, we raise money. But where did the money go? The money went into research. The money went into promotion of goods, promotion of services. The money went into us traveling to different places and establishing teams. That's where the money went. We're talking about dawah on a mass level. Production of videos. How many videos have we produced? The material, look at this. Where do you think this chair? How do you think this chair got here? How do you think this microphone got here? How do you think these things got here? These things got here through money donations. We couldn't have, with the £316 I've got on my account, I couldn't have gotten this £200 microphone, or how much, I don't know how much this microphone cost, or the camera, that's the thing, or the studio that we have to pay for, or how much do you think that stuff costs? You've got to be, you've got to be, sorry to say, quite naive if you think this stuff is free. Now, if you don't think dawah, which is something the prophets did, all of the prophets did this. If you don't think that's a worthy investment where people shouldn't pay money, but at the same time, someone like yourself is not doing dawah, yeah, I'm not saying you should or you have to, but someone who's not should get money for just doing, sorry to say, just putting up like vlogs and whatever, and that's unfair, in my opinion. So what I'm trying to say to you is that there's no need to smear. Yeah, there's really no need to smear. There's no need to make allegations like that. Yeah, unless you're saying something about receipts, bring the receipts. What are you talking about? What receipts? What are you talking about? It's as simple as that. I have no idea what you're saying. So I think that you should retract that. I actually think you should retract that. You've been corrected. You said that dawah should be for free. I've shown you that how actually there's a case to be made that dawah should be from zakat money. That you should give zakat money for the dawah. That's not me saying that. That's the Quran. Allah say, if you believe Allah, and I know you do. Allah saying that to me and you. Do you get it? So sorry to say, I think it's unfair for you to say that. But anyway, I hope that you and ladies and gentlemen, actually it's good because Ramadan. I'm happy that we're making this video now because we do need funds because we've actually nearly run out of all funds. And ladies and gentlemen, yeah, we've got a link here that you can go and give us. We've got, I think we've raised about £4,000 to £5,000, but we need to raise about 100. I'm not going to lie to you, because how else are we going to continue doing this work? We're going to have to go and do some other things. We're not going to be. Our commitments are going to be. We're not going to be able to do this work continually. Do you get it? So yeah, I'm saying we do need money, and it's not. Do you think that the right wing are gonna, what do you call it? Be shy to ask for that? No. As an organisation, we need money to continue doing dawah. Otherwise, we're not going to do dawah. Simple as that. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.